Ventnor Skate Park has had a checkered history, but now a dedicated team of skaters is partway through its refurbishment.
Step one of the new work is going to be to finish off this fence. We're going to have some more crossbars up the top, and then we're going to put in our Perspex style shield, which will stop sea spray and wind sort of knocking you off your board when you're skating. Along here, we're going to have a 40-foot grind wall that steps down, so you can have beginners up to pros, I suppose. And that's going to have a metal edge, so it's not going to degrade, but it also acts as a sea defence to stop the waves coming into the park. What's going in here is a retaining wall, which is going to stop debris as it does falling down and coming onto our park. The retaining wall that's going to go in there is probably going to be 2-3 feet high. We've got our project manager, John Baldry, who's basically going to crack the whip and tell us what to do, and we'll be doing it. All the volunteers will be building the wall here. We hope to get it finished in the next 4 to 5 weeks.
One skater who's been involved with the works is Toby Booth.
Yeah, it's really good. I've helped out a little bit, and feels good to know that future skateboarders are going to enjoy it, and so am I. Well, I've come here since I was little, since I was about 10 years old, so about 7 years, and it's the first place I ever skateboarded. This is where I sort of almost grew up.
A second fundraising CD has now been released, featuring many island bands.
On the new CD, we've got a few this time. We've got 53 tracks. We have a track from the legendary Mark King, level 42. He's given us an unreleased track. With there being 53 tracks, we could have people from all over. I think maybe Volume 1 was more Ventnor based, and this one was a lot of Ventnor people, but we spread it out to the whole of the island. This time round it's a triple CD. We used the original ones from Volume 1, and then we trawled MySpace and Facebook, and we're looking for new bands as well. Wight Orchestra, Gareth Ike, Hugo Froslinki, Electromagnetic Workshop, Shanklin Freak Show, The Operators, Goodbye Stereo, the Peas, The Wild Oats, The Chances, Cooley Hayes, Julio Peculio, Jackson Analog, who also produced the CD. Yeah, they didn't realise it was going to turn into a triple CD, but bless them, they did it. They spent a lot of time doing it when they were still in works constructing their new studio, so bless them for that. Thanks, guys. We managed to get a track from a guy called Alex Mole, who's a British skateboard legend, who's not technically from the Isle of Wight, but he's been there a few times, and he sent us a track called Brooklyn Rain from LA, and he's a big name to get on there as well. We approached the Winter Garden again about having Transitions Volume 2 launch night there, and they helped us out again. They gave us a reduced rate on hire. Yeah, we had some fantastic bands there. We had a few technical problems, as people there will be aware, but yeah, it was great. We had The Waxworks, The Shoots, Electromagnetic Workshop, Cooley Hayes and Julio Peculio. Then we had DJs playing in between the bands and the crossover. We had more bands up for playing than we could let play, unfortunately.
Military forces secure the resources of which there's a shortage on cross-border stories. Ports who imported reserves are exhausted. Insurgents are slaughtered as tankers transported away from the ports to who can afford it. From Suez to northern shores that absorb it. From wars in their skin like George and his kid who give false causes for wars over here.
It's been amazing. They've given up their time for free, but I think it's been good. It's been good fun.
Live the rock and roll dream.
Whoa!